So you want to have a sleeve tattoo as quick as possible. You talk with your tattoo artist, everything is set about the design you want to get, and then the tattoo artist tells you,
We will schedule it in 2 sessions.
but you thought you would get it complete in one day. I know, you want that tattoo so badly, but calm down, because good things take time. Depending on the design, there are a few things that needs to be considered. If you ask me what I would recommend, I would say to you, split your tattoo into more sessions, because it will be better for you and for your tattoo artist. And let me explain you why. As I said, depending on the complexity of the design, it may be harder for the tattoo artist to make all the good details, all the right details, the right techniques in only one session. Because if the artist does that, it may mean that he or she will need to rush through it all. And you don't want that, neither the tattoo artist wants that. You want to live with an awesome tattoo on your body, and the tattoo artist wants to be proud of the artwork he made on your body. Now, if your tattoo design looks something like this, I would say yes, you can make it in one session. But if it looks something like this, I would recommend to split it into more sessions. Now, in this video, we are focusing on a complex tattoo design like this. For example, if I was making this tattoo, I would probably make it in about 4 sessions. Maybe I would split it into this part first and then this one on the second session. And in the third session, I would make the upper arm because the elements are a little bit more on the background. And maybe in my fourth session, I would fill it in with dot work. The reason for that is, as you can see, the rows with the leaves are on the foreground of the design. So I would make that my first session, and also I would maybe do the outlines for the geometry that is on the background from the flower. I think at least the outlines I will do. Because at first you need to make all the elements that are on the foreground, that you can see all of it. Everything that comes on the background you need to do after. In the second session, I would probably do the 2 big mandalas outlines and probably the background geometry outlines too. Normally, if I have a little bit more time, I would start to fill the dot work on the forearm. And then probably on the third session, I would start to fill in the dot work on the upper arm. Obviously, I think there is more design on the interior of the arm, but we can't see it. So on the fourth session, I would finish everything I had to finish. Obviously, this is an example. It's not that linear as I may made it seem, because there are some things you need to take into consideration when you think about your sessions, how many sessions, and so on and so forth. Those are things like time, how much pain the client has, how much neck, back, head pain the tattoo artist has. Yes, because for us tattoo artists, it's not easy to stay long hours tattooing. Also, maybe the client is having more pain in one session than the others, days that we are not feeling that well, where we can't handle pain so easily. A lot of things can change, and you need to be prepared for it. Every tattoo artist has its own way to work. We all are different. Some of us are quicker than others, although quick doesn't mean good. And most of us start tattooing slower and then become quicker over time, but that is called learning. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Like some of us have heavy hands tattooing, some of us have lighter hands tattooing. But when the tattoo is good and your tattoo artist is quick, that's a bonus. As a client, you want an awesome tattoo. You definitely don't want the tattoo artist to rush into the process. Take the tattoo examples I showed you so you can have an idea and compare it to the next tattoo you want to get. Observe how detailed it is, how much shading, how much color, and so on. Make those questions. If you can take notice about this stuff, you can have an idea how much sessions you will need, or you can have an idea if you need more sessions or if the tattoo maybe would be done in one day. So when your tattoo artist says we will need 4 sessions, for example, don't be bummed because you won't have a tattoo in one session. Be glad and sure that your tattoo artist will take the time to make an awesome art piece for you in the right amount of time. And your body will be able to rest between sessions. Now, I'm going to give you a personal example of mine. I made I received my first tattoo here in Germany by an awesome tattoo artist. Before that, I always made my tattoos in Portugal when I was on vacation there. But I wanted to make a tattoo in Germany because I'm always here. I live here. I didn't want to wait until summer to make a tattoo because we all know summer, it's not a good time to make them. And I wanted a specific tattoo that I knew this tattoo artist could make because she only does those types of tattoo. She makes animals, realistic, and that was exactly what I wanted to put here on my upper arm. I wanted a realistic tiger, a head, only the head. My tattoo was simple, a tiger head, black and gray, that's it. So I thought she would make it in one session because me as a tattoo artist, those types of designs I make on one session. If it is more heads, a family of lions or something like that, that is bigger, probably I would not make it in one session. Last week that happened. I need to make a tattoo with 3 baby lion heads. We only made one. The client already had pain and it would be better to split it into more sessions. So we made it. So I thought she would make one head in one session. It didn't happen. She wanted to do it in 4 sessions. We started in one day. The next day I was done. She works like this. Some artists work like this. And you need to trust how your tattoo artist wants to work because probably that's the way they work better and you want better tattoos on your body. For sure, I think. For me, personally, I like to make realistic animals, heads in one session if I can make it like that. If I see that I can't, I will split it. But for me, preferably I would make it in one session if it is just a head. Obviously, if I feel the need to add more details when the head is already there, I would ask the client to come back and we would make another session just for it. That's not a problem. As I already said, every situation is different. We need to adapt. This is the baseline of my workflow. It's not fixed at all. I don't know. Maybe you are curious about my tattoo artwork then versus now. Maybe, just maybe, click on this video here so you can see me react to my old work versus now. Although I am exposing my old fails, not that I don't fail, I'm not perfect, but it's awesome to see the progress. That's for sure. So watch that next, please, and tell me your opinion. Are you planning to do a sleeve tattoo? Write me here in the comments down below. Bye!